We've got two top-of-the-line impact drivers running in this head-to-head, including the 4th generation Milwaukee M18 Fuel 2953 and Makita's 40-volt XGT GDT01. Taking into account specs, features, and data from our real-world tests, we'll give the winning model a check mark for each test as we go, and tally the results at the end of the video. But before we get started, we want to know which model you think is going to win. Comment your guess below and hit the like button to lock in your answer. Let's start with how these two models stack up in terms of specs. We used Milwaukee's 5 amp hour M18 battery and Makita's 40 volt XGT 2.5 amp hour battery for all the measurements and tests you're about to see. Note that because we're comparing an 18 volt tool with a 36 volt nominal tool, the watt hours on both batteries are exactly the same. Measuring from tip to tail using a digital caliper, the head length of the Milwaukee clocks in at just 4.5 inches, and the Makita comes in just a little bit longer at 4.7 inches. Point for size goes to Milwaukee. Throwing each of these impact drivers on the scale, you can expect them to weigh about the same. Milwaukee registered at 3.85 pounds, but here Makita claims its first point with a working weight of just 3.73 pounds. We tested no load speed using a tachometer. Milwaukee's running around 3920 RPM, which was nearly 500 RPM faster than the Makita, which maxed out close to 3490 RPM. We'll put their torque to the test in our lag bolt simulation, but based on manufacturer claims, the Milwaukee's max torque is 2,000 inch-pounds, and Makita trails slightly at 1950 inch-pounds, putting another point on the board for Milwaukee. Now on paper, things aren't looking so good for Makita, but we're about to enter the next phase with hands-on testing using our custom rigs to see if the performance lives up to what's printed on the box. We ran 3 different performance tests to see what these impact drivers can do with a standard battery. The first is a medium load test driving a 6-inch by 1/4 inch GRK rugged structural screw into stacked OSB subfloor. The result is the average of 3 tests. As you could see, it wasn't particularly close, with Milwaukee finishing all 3 screws in less than 10 seconds for an average of 8.6 seconds per drive, and Makita finishing each of its tests on the other side of that 10-second mark, with an average drive time of 12.8 seconds. The second test is timed for 30 seconds to see how far each model can drive a 10-inch by 1/2 inch lag screw into the same stacked OSB subfloor material. The deepest drive, in terms of the fewest inches of exposed bolt remaining, takes the point for this test. After 30 seconds of trigger time, you could fit almost 2 of Milwaukee's bolts into the area left proud by Makita, with 1.31 and 3.5 inches left exposed, respectively. Our third and final test is designed to see how long it takes to break loose a nut that's set to 150 foot-pounds, or 1,800 inch-pounds. It's similar to what you might encounter when breaking off each of the lug nuts on a larger truck. The result is the total time added together for 5 bolts. Whoa, that was fast. We're going to slow that down and show it to you at 50% so we can get a little more time to see what's going on here. Again, Milwaukee laps Makita, finishing all 5 bolts with a total sum of just 2.46 seconds, with the GDT01 trailing in this test at 5.97 seconds. So the 2953 took all 3 of our hands-on testing. But before we call in the final scores, we've got 2 more things we want to look at that really do affect the purchasing decision, and that's price and warranty. The M18 Fuel model is available at the Home Depot and Acme Tools, as well as other authorized dealers. You can purchase it as a bare tool for $149, or as a kit with 2 5-amp-hour batteries for $299. The GDT01, also available at the Home Depot and Acme Tools, has a higher $217 bare tool price, and the kit will cost you an additional $130, bringing that total kit price to $429. It comes with 2 40-volt, 2.5 amp-hour packs, which, as we mentioned earlier, is the 18 or 20-volt equivalent of 2 5-amp-hour batteries. For quantity and quality, the point for price goes to Milwaukee. Finally, the same goes for warranty, with Milwaukee offering a 5-year warranty on their impact driver and Makita's coverage coming in at 3 years. With a final blowout tally of 8-1, the Milwaukee M18 Fuel Gen 4 impact driver took the cake in our hands-on testing. Now, whether you're a Milwaukee or a Makita guy, we know you've got strong feelings about this. Let us know about it in the comments below. And we're going to be doing a whole lot more head-to-head testing, so we want your feedback on what you think we should shoot out next. And remember to like and subscribe to our channel. If you want to know more about these impact drivers, there's a link to our full written article in the description below. Overall, we hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks again for watching.